Okay, so number one, gives us a chance to retire early because the cost of living is a lot cheaper. The other thing is the climate is wonderful. I mean, it's just beautiful down here, not having to deal with winters. And the other thing about this area, the third reason I would say is the Chapala area is centrally located in Mexico. So you can be within a short flight over to Cancun and enjoy the Caribbean waters. A short drive, you can be over to the Pacific waters. You're right below, 30 minutes or so below a major international airport in Guadalajara. So it's very accessible. And kind of adding to that, it's also accessible if you're from Canada or the United States. It's very easy to get to.
Major airport, yeah.
Right. So we want family and friends to visit, whether it be on a vacation visit or just to see us. That's a really important factor. I was watching a YouTube video just like this. I was doing some searches, retire abroad. I would see people in the same seat doing an interview. And now that we're here, they asked us to do an interview, and absolutely, it was great. It's been great.
I mean, I think that's one of the biggest reasons that I came, because I like hearing from experience and not coming in completely blind by learning from people who live here.
I was actually expecting a good amount of information based on videos that I saw before. And they totally delivered. There's a lot of comprehensive material. You name it, they cover it, from moving here, owning a car, visas, the area, taxes, healthcare. They really checked off all the boxes, and that's what we were really looking for.
And I like that it wasn't all-day classroom, that you were able to subdivide, you know, the kind of the educational part from the actual seeing it, you know. So I liked how they broke that up every day.
You know, one thing to add to that, when I told people back home what we were doing, sitting in classes and, you know, learning about moving to Mexico, they acted like it was a long timeshare presentation. And how could you do that? And it was nothing like that at all. Very low key, relaxed, fun. We got to know like-minded people while we were here, and it's been great. I highly recommend it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, for me, Dave's the researcher of the two of us, and he can bombard me with information all day long, but I'm the kind of person where I want to see it and touch it and feel it myself, you know, so it's definitely more than I expected, yeah.
Yeah, definitely fun. We had a lot of good laughs, joking around, and it's a lot more fun, you know, like we looked at it as an informative vacation, but then the people aspect, we got to know some great people, and we met complete strangers that the first night we were here, we wanted to walk up to the Malecon, which is the boardwalk here, and I asked a lady that was from Canada, and she said, come with us. And that was the first time we met him, and we carried on a 15-minute conversation. Very friendly. It's been great, really.
And just like in a job, making connections is really important. So getting to know connections down here, we already know a guy who has a house down the street. So, you know, now we have people that we can keep in touch with and stay informed.
Well, and the other thing is too, when you're going through in a group, you have people asking questions that you might not think of that got me to think about other areas. And so you really can learn from each other, kind of compare notes. And even after class, we would talk about what did you think of that part of the lesson. And maybe I heard a few things, but something was a sticking point for them. And it really was good that we could kind of kind of dot each other's I's and cross each other's T's with the information.
Well, but sometimes you don't know the source. Maybe there's outdated information. So that's one thing we learned is some of the stuff out there is not up to date. So things change all the time. So coming and learning from those who know and hearing the recommendations is much more valuable.
And there's no way you can Google an experience. If you're going to an area and you really want to know what it's like, you can look at pictures all day. But until you experience the almost artificial weather, it's just crazy. And every day we say, every morning, what another beautiful day. And you're like, I could see that saying that all the time. It's just, you can't, there's certain things you just can't Google. There's just, you can get all the information in the world, all the data, but until you actually experience it, as they say in the military, boots on the ground, you don't know what it's like. So you really need to come here. If I would have just came down here with all the things you hear on the media, all the negative media, and it kind of gave you a little level of comfort because it's kind of a guided tour with people that live here already, with a group. It kind of made you feel a little bit, not that I didn't feel safe, because we've been to Mexico before. We know what it's like. The people, very caring, very helpful. Last night we had a dinner with alumni, and that was, in just a couple hours, the benefit. I could ask, I was firing question after question after question, and they were just giving me honest answers that, you can read blog posts until you're cross-eyed. You're just not going to get the information. And they really wanted to help us because they were sitting in the same seat we are, whether it be 2, 3, 5 years ago or more, and it just was so helpful.
And hearing from where they came to where they are now gives us a little bit of idea, what the experience will be like for us. Come down and check it out, take this course. Yeah.
But definitely you got to come down here and focus on Mexico. Is a comprehensive plan. It'll really give you a lot of information that you can't get on the internet, and you can see up close for yourself if it's for you or not. What our plan right now, we're not quite ready for retirement yet. We still have some time. Our boys are going through college, finishing high school. We're taking care of our my elderly parents right now. So we're not ready to move, but right now what we're thinking of it as is one, an investment, because rental properties are in high demand here. It's a really good alternative. We have a lot of money in the stock market. We're looking for another way to diversify, to have a passive income each month. And we're also looking at it as a vacation home. We were thinking about getting a vacation home. We live on the East Coast, Northeast. A lot of people buy down in Florida, Savannah, Georgia, things like that, or at the beach. And we were thinking of, being able to go on vacation, but rent it out for a good part of the year. And so it's kind of win-win until we're ready for more of the traditional retirement. But even when we retire, we don't want to just sit around and watch, the Game Show Network. We want to actually do things. In this area, there are so many things to do. It's almost like a cruise ship on dry land. I mean, you want to go hiking, you want to go biking, you want to learn to paint, learn to cook, learn a new language, eat great food, meet great people. It's hard to be in a bad mood when the weather's so beautiful every day. And it's just interesting to meet people from all over. And the culture's great. it's just really a nice
maybe,
place.
maybe we'll help break the mold with, others in our age bracket. I think some of the dynamics of the next generation are changing, where maybe people in their late 40s would never think about retiring early. Maybe we'll start to break that mold a little bit, because it is possible. It's, as you say, it's a math problem,
Yeah,
So-
retirement really isn't an age, it is a math problem.
If you're interested in living in Lake Chapala, come on a Focus on Mexico educational program. We have experts to teach you about real estate, healthcare, insurance, cost of living, taxes, banking, immigration law, and more. By the end of the program, you'll have all the information necessary to decide if Mexico is for you or not. Is this something you want to be a part of? Is this your time?